Hi guys, I'm Stacy Piscatano. I'm a 34-year-old single mom living in the Hartford, Connecticut area. It is record-breaking cold out here. I'm sorry in advance for the background. I'm in my basement. I have tried to find a quiet place with the 5 kids upstairs, ranging from teenagers to preteens and a toddler age. I'm excited to start this program. A little nervous, but I am very hopeful and I know we'll all do great. I think what brought me to wanting to become a social worker was all the experiences I had as a kid into my adulthood. When I was a kid, my mom began dating an abusive man, so I became part of the system. I was introduced to social workers very early on in life. Thankfully, I've had good and bad experiences, but for the most part, they were good. I saw them as these superheroes that kind of knew everything and really helped people. So, as a teenager, I became a teen mom and I went right into the medical field as a CNA. And being a CNA, I thought I wanted to do nursing. I went from nursing to deciding, no, that's not it. I want to help people as a whole. And I found that's what social workers did. Whenever we had an issue, we would call the social worker. And here I am. I didn't think I was ever going to get this far. I am so proud of myself, I will say. I think also meeting a person in my life that I thought I was going to love and spend the rest of my life with became an addict. He was addicted to some hard drugs, and I saw him just change before my eyes, and I saw the realness of how real addiction was. So I wanted to immediately help him. I wanted to be part of recovery for him, and I knew that as a social worker, I would be able to help others who had drug addiction. My father was a drug addict as well. It was just a terrible thing to see, but at the same time, there was an advantage where I knew that drugs were not going to be the road for me. Then, as a teen, I truly believe mental illness was introduced to me. My brother was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and that was a devastating diagnosis, and it's still very hard to deal with. Which brought me to my current career as a psychiatric technician at the Institute of Living. I help teens right now who are suffering with mental illness, along with addiction and just being part of the system. So I got everything I loved doing all at once. However, in my role, I don't actually get to help them succeed. I get them through our program, but I want to do more. So I immediately knew I need to go back to school and become a social worker. So here I am. I truly believe that social workers are always and forever going to be needed. A lot of people have tried to discourage me from social work and say that it is, mentally exhausting, it takes a toll on you, there's no money. But I find it a bigger reason. I'm not so much, of course, we all love money and we want money, but I also want to have meaning in my job. I want to be able to make a difference. I want to learn more and more about people and disadvantages and services, and I just really want to be involved. I don't believe that people behave the way they do for no reason. Everything is stemmed from something that's happened to people, and we can't judge these people. And instead of judging, more people just need to be more open-minded and try to solve the issue instead of just creating this stigma against drug addicts or against mental illness or against children that are running around in the streets or homeless people. I mean, there's countless times that I've had conversations with friends who just don't get it. We'll see someone who's homeless and I will automatically stop, give them anything I have. If it's water, if it's something, I just feel like I have to do something. And their response is, well, he did this to himself. He's probably addicted to drugs. Just all those stereotyping things. And I just don't believe those things. I think that if there were programs and there were services, people would do better. People can't do what they don't think they're capable of doing. And everyone needs that little bit of help or that little reaching out or just telling people it's going to be okay. And I feel like that is all about social work. I feel that, change is needed, and people that genuinely have this mentality that there is good in everyone, that they should try to pursue a career in social work. And again, I'm just so grateful that I'm here, and I look forward to having a great semester and learning more and more, because I'm sure that it is not an easy field, and I am ready and up for the challenge.